Hello, welcome to another tutorial. In this video, we'll be going over some basic script commands that you can use to move your robot. Now, before we get started, it's important to mention that everything you do with your basic and advanced conditions, you can achieve the exact same results with script. Because what is actually happening in the background of AUBO PE is that when you create these projects, it is actually creating a script file in the background. So now let's take a look at how we can move the robot with some script commands. So now, the first thing you need to know is this init global move profile. Now, with this init global move profile, it initializes many different parameters and sets some defaults for your joint velocities, maximum joint accelerations, maximum terminal velocities and accelerations, and also some parameters such as your tool parameters. Now, let's just say you weren't happy with these, these default values. What you can go ahead and do is set these manually with set joint max acceleration, and you can provide the maximum value for each of the joints. Same goes for maximum velocity and your maximum acceleration for your tool end, which is just going to be one number, right? And your maximum velocity for your tool end as well. Now, with these parameters set, you can now actually move your robot by calling move joint. You can just assign a joint angle for each one of the joints for the robot to move to, and also you have a bool is block. What this is block means is that if this is block is set to true, that means the robot will move to this actual waypoint first before executing the next command. However, if is block is set to false, that means, as you can see here, the data is returned as soon as the arm starts moving. So normally we recommend the blocked mode. And the same thing goes for move line. You provide the 6 joint angles and provide the bool is block. So now let's see this in action. So now in this sample project, we have a script test script that we have written. So in this script, basically, as you can see here, we first initialize the global move profile. We set some joint maximum acceleration velocities as well as the tool and maximum velocity and accelerations. So we provide these joint angles all in radians here. So you can set whatever values you want in here as long as within the allowable range. So this is the first waypoint and this is the second waypoint. And we put them into our move joint statements. So we want to move to this waypoint here first, and then this waypoint. So move joint, move line, everything uses joint angles. So if you have the pose, for example, you have your X, Y, Z, as well as your orientation, you're going to want to convert these into your joint angles first. So let's go ahead and run this and see what happens. And as you can see, it is moving between these two waypoints here, which we have set. So now, let's just say we want to use move line instead. We can just change this to move line. Save this script file. Update the script file. Start. And now, as you can see here, it is moving in a line between the two waypoints. So as you can see, it's very easy to use these move joint and move line commands to actually move your robot. And another thing I want to mention is that, many of the times, let's just say you have your joint angles that you want to reach in degrees. What you can do is call D2R, which means degrees to radians, and put your degree value in here. For example, D2R 180 will give you, pi, which is 3.14. So that's another useful command to know. So yeah, there we go. That's some of the basics to how to move your robot with these script commands. If you have any more questions, please feel free to contact AUBO support.